Hi, Maria here, and today I have this green look for you. And what I really love about it is the fact that I've got white in the waterline. And I don't know why, but I just think it looks really cool. I think it looks kind of minty and green and awesomeness. It's just, I really like this one, yay! So I used primarily, well, the green that I used was from the Kat Von D Vida Loca palette. And then I also used the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So yeah, we're gonna do this look. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the Porefessional by Benefit. Take about that much, so about a small pea-sized amount is what I put. And then I concentrated on the nose, the cheeks, the chin, and the forehead, and then I just kind of spread it out. And of course I'm starting with moisturized skin, cleaned moisturized skin. Then I'm gonna go into the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Porcelain. And I'm going to put a pump and a little bit on my hand. So basically a pump and a half, and I'm going to use a dampened beauty blender. So because I'm quite dark in the circle department under my eyes, I'm going to first start with the Pixie color corrector in Brightening Peach. And I'm just going to focus that on the areas that are super blue. And I just kind of dot it on, and then I take my beauty blender and just go over it. Now I'm going to start with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes, and then just a bit on the bridge of the nose, here and here, and then I'm going to double it up with this H&M concealer in Alabaster, simply because it's really fair. So it's going to give me a kind of a brighter highlight. And so I put the Fit Me kind of through the here, but then this one I'm just focusing down the bridge and kind of in the center of my face, as well as under my eyes. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Makeup Forever HD High Powder, what is it called? Makeup Forever High Definition Powder in Translucent. And I cut the thing out, like the little mesh thing, so I can really get at the powder. And I'm gonna put on a copious amount of this underneath my eyes, and it's gonna look really crazy, but it's kind of like I'm trying to learn how to bake, like do the baking technique. So what you do is you put on a ridiculous amount of powder underneath your eye, and then you kind of let it sit there, and then it kind of sets, and supposedly makes it look really flawless. So I've been trying it a couple times. I don't know how I feel about it, but the nice thing about doing this is that I'm going in with really dark shadows today. So if I've got this on, it will help with fallout. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What do you think? It looks completely crazy, doesn't it? It's so awesome. Okay. Now I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face for now, just lightly. So when you do this crazy technique, you leave it for like 10 minutes, and then the heat of your body, the heat of your face with the foundation kind of cooks together with the powder. And then when you brush it away, it's supposed to look super flawless. So we'll see. I haven't really noticed a difference, but who knows, maybe this will be my magical time. So we're gonna get to doing the eyes. I'm going to start off by putting soft ochre paint pot all over my lids. So I'm gonna start with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to go into the lightest peach, and then this peach just as my kind of transition shades. Now I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into this, where is it? There we are, that really warm brown there. Then I'm just gonna take my Morphe M200 and just blend those three all together in the crease area. Now I'm gonna go to my Kat Von D Vida Loca palette, and I'm going to pick up this dark kind of foresty green called Lemmy. And it's actually a really, really beautiful shimmery shade. And that I'm going to place all over my lid. Look at that. Do you see the green goodness? Do you? Okay, so when I'm doing that, like this C brush or the concealer brush, because it's so flat and thin, it's really good for hooded eyes. If you're wanting to concentrate a color on your lid, it's so easy for me to go past this fold, as you can see right here. So, but as soon as I get past the fold, then it starts to look messy because yeah, just for whatever reason it does on me. So some people can ignore their fold, but because my fold comes over and it's kind of chubby looking, you don't want to get past the fold. So this works really good because you can be really fairly precise with it in getting your shadows placed. It also works good if you're doing a cut crease or something like that. And then it also gets right in here in the inner corner. Super easy. So I love this brush, and it's from e.l.f. and it's $4. You can't beat the price! Now I'm going to go into this dark brown, chocolate brown called Vok. And I'm gonna just use this teeny fluffy brush again. And this I'm gonna concentrate it on kind of the outer part of my lid, but I am gonna bring it in as well. And I'm gonna be really careful with this color and start light and then work my way up. I'm not sure I'm convinced that the baking technique is good for anyone over 40 because, like, as I'm looking at it, you can't see it really on camera, but it's gone into every one of my folds and it's just made my skin look so dry. So we'll see when I brush that off, but I'm not convinced it's a good technique for elderly or even like, well, yeah, for the older crowd, not so sure about it. Okay, I'm gonna go back into that green because it lost some of its intensity when I put that dark brown on, and just re-stamp it in. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is take my brush and like just a regular brush and go into this Lyric shade, which is just a light creamy color, and just place it above my brow. Okay, so apparently when you're taking off your bake, you put a little bit more powder in your, like onto your brush. So I'm using the Mercier translucent powder, and then you just brush it away. And for some reason it still looks really crazy on camera. Let's give it a really good brush. Okay, well, I can honestly say that that is not something I like doing. It leaves me feeling really dry, and I think it makes me look horrible. Like, it didn't work on me. It didn't work. So I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender. Okay, so I don't think that technique is for me. Like, I don't like the way it looks. I don't like how creepy I look. I feel like it accentuated my creepiness as opposed to just kind of gliding over top. And and then I had to like brush so hard to get the powder off. I don't think it's for me. I think it's not something I will do again, but I wanted to try it. So there you go. Now I have tried it. Who knows, maybe I'll keep trying it and see what happens. But anyway, moving on. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to go into that peach color and just put that underneath my lash. Okay, then I'm actually gonna go into that Lemmy color, and I'm gonna do the inner corner, or the inner part, kind of to about 2/3. And I'm going to go into that dark brown in the Vida Loca palette called Box. Then I'm going to take this little fluffy brush that had the green on, and I'm going to use that and just kind of blend the two together. Okay, then I'm actually going to take a C brush, and I'm going to go in with that dark brown, and I'm going to stamp it all over the lower lash line. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to do my lower waterline, and then I'm going to just bring it into the corners just a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to go into this color called Skulls in the Vida Loca palette, and it's kind of a whitey silver, or a pearlized white. And I'm going to just do that over the cottage cheese in the inner corner. So now I'm going to attempt to use liquid eyeliner and do my top wing. I'm going to do a bit of a wing using the NYC Liquid Black. And while my eyeliner completely dries, I'm going to go in with Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and do my eyebrows. And honestly, I got my eyeliner a little bit crooked. I'm not the greatest at it yet, but that's the thing. The only way you get better at something is to keep trying. So I'm going to just keep trying. Okay, now as you can see, it's still like, if you've noticed, whenever a person does a look, until they actually put on the mascara and it gets a little bit more put together once you get eyeliner on there, but still this looks completely crazy. But as soon as we put the lashes on and mascara, it's gonna look way different. I'm gonna go in with L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in Carbon Black, and then I'm really excited to try these new lashes. They're from Wet n Wild. I saw them at Walmart, or at Superstore, and they're called Getting Married, and they just, can you see the crazy lash scenario there? So I'm super excited to give these a try and see how they look. So the moral of this story is never buy Wet n Wild lashes. They looked really nice, and the thing about them was they had an incredibly long band. So because I've got such big eyes, like the Kiss Me's and Ardell's, they only go part of the way, like they only go to here on me. So these went all the way across my eye, but for whatever reason, just because the band was so thick, I don't know what the deal was, but they ended up closing my eye off weird and changing the shape of my eye. It was I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So we won't be using those again. I might try another time just to see, but I don't think they're gonna work for me. They also were surprisingly not as cool as my Kiss Me lashes when I got them on. I love the Kiss Me lashes. I just do. So getting married is a big no for me. I'm not sure if I caught everything. So anyway, what I did was I contoured, I used Chocolate Soleil as my bronzer, then I went in with Luminoso on my cheeks, and then I popped just a bit of the H&M Soft Pink. It's that color, just on the apples of my cheek. Then I went in with Mary Luminizer by the BALM and just did the usual highlight here, 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 and here. Oh, you know what else I'm gonna do? Just for fun, I'm going to take a little bit of the Omega powder and I'm going to put it just underneath my bottom lip right there. And it's not overly noticeable, but what it does is it helps make your lip look a little bit bigger, because I want voluminous lips today. So to line my lips today, I'm going to use MAC Stone and the NYX lip liner in Pale Pink. Now I'm going to go in with Cover Curl Creme, is it Creme? Yeah, Creme lipstick in 230. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. Now I'm going to use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette all over my face. And I'm actually going to put a little more bronzer on. And then I'm going to put a little bit more Luminoso on. Awesome. Now I've got ginormous cheekbones. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to fluff up my hair and then I will be right back. So this is the final look. And I really like the way this one turned out. I love the green and I love the white. I just think it looks super dramatic with the white inner corner and then it kind of extending out a little bit. And yeah, I think it's super Christmassy, festive, and dramatic and great for a party. And I guess that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great week and we'll talk to you soon.